Welcome back to CuboldCast, everyone. This is our second video podcast, I should say.
Yes.
And there's going to be a lot of little hiccups here and there. And we have Ricky in the corner staring at us. We mentioned that before.
Yeah, I'm going to try my hardest not to look in that direction.
Yeah.
Or we
he's
could
literally
just,
in
or
the
we could
closet.
just all look at the direction and just laugh.
Yeah. Oh, what you were saying before, Chug, you were saying before how we should make our intro, all of us just saying the same thing in monotone.
Yep.
We should have it to where like we crop out just our eyes and like overlay them. So it's just like you hear our voice and then you see our eyes.
Like anime style, just the eyes on screen.
Yes.
That'd be terrifying.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, we're going to be talking about the new early access survival game, Valheim.
Valheim.
Some people say Valheim.
I say either. I don't actually.
You switch?
I switch off, yeah.
I think I said Valheim at first, and then I said Valheim.
I was trying to decide how to say it, and I looked up a bunch of videos, and the consensus is Valheim.
Probably.
No. I messed it up. Valheim.
Yeah.
I messed it up. I just say Valheim.
Yeah.
That's natural for
I don't
me.
know. I like both. Like Valheim is like, or Valheim is good. Like that's how I think. That's how it's supposed to be said, I think.
Yeah.
But Valheim, sometimes I like saying that too.
By Heem?
Valheim.
H-E-E-M?
Valheim.
That's what you
Valheim.
think of.
I
don't know.
I guess. I don't know.
It's odd. But
Interchangeable.
yeah, the game is a new survival game, which when you hear early access survival game, you automatically
That's
get
the
this
worst.
picture in your head of this unoptimized, boring,
Well, think
just slog
of
of a
the
game.
Forest when it first came out.
That's different though.
But for the most part, it's usually like when you think of that, it's like, okay, this is going to be a rehash of like everything. It's so
Yeah.
generic. Oh, I'm making like an early access survival game. It's like,
Yeah, but it's
There's so-
Viking though. It's
yeah, well,
that's
that's
what's
why it's
unique
different.
about it.
But like
Yeah.
just hearing those two like hot terms or whatever, it's just like, oh man, like here we go again.
It's different in a lot of ways, not just about the Viking thing though.
The graphic style.
Yeah, the graphic
Yeah.
style is the most noticeable thing that a lot of people actually don't like, which is kind of
What?
annoying. Yeah,
Really?
I saw negative Steam reviews. I mean, even though the game is overwhelmingly positive, a few negatives I saw were graphics are terrible.
It's supposed to be that way.
Well, imagine like people who could barely run it, and they turn the graphic settings down on the game already.
It would still look like a PS2
It would
game.
still look like that, but I could see why they think that it
Yeah.
could be like that.
What's weird though is like the graphics are like PS2, and then but like the lighting part, the like lighting
Oh, the
effects and like
lighting's
the particle
amazing.
lighting is really good.
I mentioned in my review that I did that it looks like a modern game and a PS1 game at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
It's a really odd combination that works.
You know how your like character jumps and his leg like sticks out?
Yeah,
It's so odd.
You're jumping like a foot in the air, and you're like
Yeah.
making it so dramatic.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, the graphics are great for sure.
yeah. What we want to do eventually for the podcast is we want to actually do a live setup.
Yeah.
And we'll have Ricky, our little closet gnome over there.
Closet troll.
Yeah, closet troll. We'll have him switching things and pulling stuff up.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's going to get a lot better. And this is our second podcast. The last time my face was kind of cut off at some point, so you could just see my lips.
It's a little bit
We're
wider.
gonna
That's kinda nice,
try to
though.
avoid that.
Yeah.
I mean, my lips are huge, so
Yeah.
that's not hard to do.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
multiple camera angles.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a goal of ours. But yeah, we'll get there. We're just starting out. It's a little like it's kind of like ghetto right now. Like the camera's
Yeah.
literally on 2 boxes and some plywood or
I
something.
mean, I think
Yeah.
our studio looks pretty nice.
yeah,
it does.
I love how this place looks. It's
And
great.
as we said in the last one, most of that stuff up there is 3D printed on
Yeah.
the wall.
Did we have the Batman
That
up
we
last time?
3D printed. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. The plants aren't obviously, but
Everything
fake
else besides the
succulents.
plants
I like the plants though.
and the shelves. We didn't 3D print the shelves.
No,
Which
we
we
could've.
could.
We
We
could've,
could actually.
But
Yeah.
that's kind of pointless. You can just buy a
Yeah,
shelf,
true.
yeah,
save plastic.
true.
So what do you want to talk about first for Valheim?
Well, I mean,
You've been playing it the most, so
I
you know
have,
more about
yeah.
us.
I just want
About
to say
to us.
disclaimer. I played it the least,
Yeah.
so I don't
I
know
have, like,
as much.
you still have a
10
lot of
hours in
hours
it?
in it.
I do.
You
yeah,
still
which
have
was, like,
quite a few
crammed
hours.
into like 3 days. I remember the first time I streamed it and played it. We played for over 5 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were thinking it was gonna be like a 2-hour stream, but boom.
Yeah,
3
and I
hours
didn't even
later,
recognize
after
like
the
the
2.
time. The time flew by so fast.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It feels so different than other games.
Yeah,
Like, you think Rust, like, that's hardcore survival.
Yeah.
Valheim isn't really hardcore. You have everything you need, and you don't have to worry about other people destroying your stuff.
Yeah, unless you play a PvP server, and in that case, it's a little different.
Which I think there are some cool possibilities for that.
That would
Yeah.
be really cool.
Well, what I've got from the game playing it like the longest, I think I have like 40 something hours in it now.
Oh man,
Already?
Yeah, already. It's
We just got it
ridiculously
last week.
addicting. It's addicting.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks really?
Was it?
I
last
think
week?
so.
No, I don't.
Let me see.
Because I don't. Last week I streamed Warzone.
I streamed it last week though.
Yeah, but I streamed it. I was the first to stream it. I think
We
I bet
got
you
it.
were, yeah.
We got it the day it came out.
Did we? No, we didn't. Because I know Caleb told me about it the day it came
it
out.
wasn't the
and
day.
we got it like
wasn't
the next
the day?
day.
Yeah, it was like. Yeah, something like that. It wasn't the day
It came out the 2nd of this month.
Yeah.
No,
No, it wasn't the day because I remember you guys saying that you were gonna get it.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Brian
And then
was gonna get
Brian
it.
was gonna get it. And
So
then
it took a little bit.
Yeah, Nathaniel got it, but he can't run it on his little laptop.
I have to go
What?
into my
Yeah.
account
Oh,
settings.
I don't know what.
Well, yeah,
laptop he
yeah.
has.
Nathaniel did buy it though.
Oh, he
we-
did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he's
Um,
like gonna get his computer in the next
Month
couple
or
weeks.
two, I think.
Yeah. Well, what's weird though is I was talking to him about it the other day, and what he said was that he ordered it like 4 weeks ago, and then it said it would come in like a month or two. So I don't know, or 4 to 6 weeks. So it
Mhm.
should be coming in the next like couple weeks.
That's
But
cool.
all the 30 series are back ordered. So
Yeah.
he's getting a 30 series. That's probably what he's waiting on.
He's getting a 3070 though.
It's
So
still 30 series.
It is, but
He
it's
mentioned-
not as backlogged as the 3080s
Yeah,
though.
he mentioned though that he got a notification that they got all the parts and they're gonna assemble it or whatever. Because I think they paid extra to have it assembled.
What, the extra like $100 or something
Well,
like
Probably,
that?
it's
yeah.
a pre-built. It should come pre-built.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Can't you get a 3080 pre-built? Like if you buy a
you
pre-built.
could buy a pre-built and get a 3080.
But
in
wouldn't
that
it be the
pre-built.
same scenario? You have to wait like a month for it to come in.
unless
until they
they
come in.
have them.
Well, yeah, but
That's possible.
apparently it was supposed to be by the end of this month. I think it's by the end of either next month or April. All the 3080s are going to be back in stock, so that's probably when all of us are going
I
to
think
get
they
it.
try to
yeah.
alleviate all that by releasing the 3060
They did, yeah.
because
But I think that sold out too.
Man,
It might have. I mean,
these
check.
are
man, people
crazy
are,
cards.
I know people are like. I feel like I
Well,
don't know why, but
no,
people are
it's-
building PCs way faster.
What
now,
is it?
Or like way more frequently.
On social media, the people that are in charge of Nvidia were saying this has been like the past year has been the most sales that they have ever had. Partially because of COVID, because people are staying home,
Mhm.
because people are playing more games.
Stimulus checks.
I was about
And
to say stimulus checks.
and stimulus checks. So it's not entirely their fault.
Well, also,
So-
I actually blame the PS5 and the new Xbox. Their launches weren't great.
They
They don't have a lot of good games. A lot of people were looking forward to those, and they're disappointed with how things turned out.
Yeah,
So maybe they're turning to PC to kind of alleviate some of that disappointment.
yeah. Those are out of stock as well, right?
Even the
I
Zotac
think so.
3060s are out of stock.
Zotac, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't Ricky have a Zotac that
Currently
broke?
unavailable. Currently unavailable. Currently unavailable.
You had one
You
that
still
broke?
have it? We're talking to this little like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We need to get you a mic,
Yeah, for sure.
which I have multiple other mics that we could set up.
Yeah.
Chair as well.
Yes.
Yeah. we can have
He's
him
on
on
the
the
floor
floor.
now.
Or the floor.
You could at least pick the blanket up and
Floor gang?
sit on that.
He's the floor gang in there.
Oh.
Yes. He doesn't do that anymore.
How long did he do that for?
Like a month or two.
Did you hear about the PewDiePie floor gang? He literally sat on the floor to play games for like a month.
Oh, that's weird.
He called it the floor gang.
Yeah, he's back to his normal self now.
I prefer, like, I don't really watch him much, but when I do, I prefer how he is now than how he was years ago.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
more chill. He's
Yeah.
more chill now. So
He's real. Like, he's, I don't know. Not like real, but like, I don't know. The way
When you
he,
see people screaming on camera, you know that's
Markiplier.
not real.
oh
yeah.
yeah,
no
shade.
shade to Markiplier, but like, not that he's going to watch this, but it's like, I don't know. I find that unappealing.
Yeah.
His-
That's why we don't try to
uh,
do that.
Yeah, his music video got taken down.
Did it really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
PewDiePie's.
PewDiePie's music video was the
Why
newest
did
one
it?
Really?
because it was inciting violence. Yeah.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
weird.
the lasagna?
No, the new one he
Coco
did
one. You
for
probably never even
Cocomelon.
saw
haven't
it.
He had a bunch of little kids around, and
He was just
Cocomelon's his
swearing
little
at
kid
him.
channel.
Yeah,
and
Mason watches it.
It was a whole diss track on that.
And he was also like challenging 6ix9ine to a fight too. Apparently,
That's so random.
Isn't that guy in
like-
prison?
he
He
was.
was because he snitched on his gang or something like that.
I don't even
So
know where this
weird.
podcast is going.
I don't
know.
This is random.
This is how every podcast is, though.
I know.
Yeah, I like 6ix9ine though. That's kind of
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Does he even rap?
I think he does some music. I don't know. I don't even know why he's famous.
I don't know.
He got famous too quickly, apparently. I saw a video or something like that, and he got famous too quickly, and it went to his head, and he just kind of went
Oh, I
crazy.
see.
It's weird.
Yeah. Back to games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's early access, and you would think an early access game is not optimized,
Mhm.
not very smooth, just kind of bare bones.
Lacking content.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
well.
And this game is definitely not lacking anything.
It's not.
No.
If this was a full game, most people would be fine with it.
I would
if
buy
it,
it.
yeah, if it was not early access, I would still buy it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because if it's 20 and I've had 40 something hours and I haven't even found the final boss yet,
Yeah.
like that's a lot. Oh, I did want to say before, the game reminds me of Terraria.
I wouldn't say
Not
that, no.
not in the way of gameplay wise, just in the way
The boss
that it
progression?
makes me feel
Oh,
As
okay.
you play it.
as I play it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, there's different ores and there's different tiers of like armor and gear that you can get. So the only way that you can get to the next tier is if you defeat a boss and get that boss's item to get to the next tier.
Oh, like how?
So there's progression.
yeah.
Like
Okay, I can see that.
what is it? After the first boss, like first boss is like the deer thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get like that's stamina regen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the
It's
power-up?
faster stamina regen. It's not actually damage.
Oh, okay.
So like once you do that, you can get to get better gear so you can go to the swamp. Then you can defeat the next boss there, and then you can get iron. Then you defeat the boss there, and then boom, boom, boom.
You have to
boom,
do it in
boom.
that order. Like the swamp, the first the deer, then the swamp boss.
No. The swamp is third. Sorry, the elders.
But you
second.
have to do it in that order. Or
you
can
have
jump
to
around?
do that in that order,
Oh,
or
'cause
else you're gonna be
But
locked
don't
out
don't
of stuff.
spoil like everything.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spoil anything. It's just because the game does when you spawn. There's like the 5 different sections in the
And there's a
middle.
little bird that follows you around and tells
He
you
kind
what
of
to
tells
do.
you what to do. So I'm not really spoiling anything.
Yeah, but part of the fun is doing everything for yourself.
Yeah, true.
Like I was watching a guy play Noita, which I'm obsessed with that game.
Yeah.
And then chat was saying he should play Terraria, and he's like, "No, if I play a game like that, chat is gonna carry me through the whole game, and it won't be as fun."
Mm.
So, certain games are better experiencing for yourself
Yeah.
and learning, exploring, and just finding everything out on your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you said Terraria. Well, the game makes me feel similarly. I wouldn't have said Terraria, but
Well,
basically,
no, not gameplay.
yeah, I know
just-
what you mean.
Just how it makes
it
you
reminds
feel.
me of games that we played a long time ago,
Yeah.
like those lower poly games.
Yeah.
That it was just pure gameplay based.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they didn't really spend a lot of time making the character models perfect.
Yeah.
They didn't have an entire developer focused on making the cape,
Yeah.
like in the
it's not-
Arkham series. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's one person whose their entire job was to make Batman's cape.
Wow.
But although the cape did look really good.
It did, yeah. But for me, I just like some pure gameplay,
Yeah.
you know?
True.
And you experience all that gameplay for yourself.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of hand holding.
But yeah,
Yeah,
there is progression in it though.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to figure the progression system out yourself.
You mentioned like how or like it kind of reminds you like not gameplay wise, but like how it makes you feel like Terraria.
Yes.
Like you draw like a comparison there. I'm not saying this is exactly like accurate, but after like I read through some of the reviews before I bought it. One guy that had like I don't even know. I think he had like 100 or 200 hours in it. Like not even a week like after it came out. He said, or he summed it up in kind of like a way that I see it is the game makes you feel like how the first time you play Minecraft, which
Yeah.
it isn't
Yeah.
like Minecraft, not at all. But I think it's the experience of like getting into a world where you don't know anything. Like you're naked. Ooh.
Kind of,
You're
yeah.
naked and like you
Kind of,
don't
yeah.
know, like you don't know anything, but you're excited to see what happens next. And it's like almost like each time you unlock something or do something, you just want to like keep on going and you forget time. Like that's why we were streaming for 5 hours.
That really happens.
Well, that was
Yeah.
partially because you were really interested in that house you were building.
Oh yeah.
You spent like a couple hours on that house
I'm
alone.
I like the building a lot.
The building is so satisfying.
I haven't progressed a whole lot because I've spent so much time building.
Yeah.
Like
it's-
I'm like 4 different worlds. I built huge houses.
Ricky is like a builder too, but that's what I get stuck on is because like when we get into our Rust little like craze every now and then, we will spend hours and hours just building. Like defense is like number 1 for me, and then you go out and raid people, and then you just keep expanding. Like this was after the power. This is like about Rust, but this was after the power update where you actually needed sources of power to power like your lights and stuff like that. We had 20 to 25 turrets alone.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Those are the
shotgun.
automatic turrets.
Yeah, so
they all had AKs in them.
I think we had 2 windmills, a roof full of solar panels. Like I had this whole configuration, like going through all our like all
Sam
of it.
turrets.
Yeah, and the one guy, there's like a really big guy down south in the map. And when we raided him, he had 2 turrets, huge base. So we were like overboard. So that's like once I get a new building system, I go crazy.
Yeah.
We wanted some of our neighbors to try to raid us right before the wipe, and I don't think they could. Like they didn't even want to try.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
They're some of the most powerful people on the server too.
Yeah.
Because we raided everybody.
Were you there when they give us that firework show?
Yeah, and they what was it, incendiary rockets they shot up?
Yeah.
And it landed in our courtyard and everything was on fire. That was
it
awesome.
Oh
Big
my.
Chungus.
McDaddy.
Daddy, yeah.
Which he's been playing Valheim a lot.
Yeah. No, but the whole thing with the Minecraft thing, like, it gave me a feeling that I haven't gotten in a long time with survival games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was really surprising for me. There was a game that came out not too long ago. It's still in early access, and I'm still like watching it, but it's called, you guys know, it's like Tinkertown.
Oh yeah.
And that's one that's like a survival early access game that I actually wasn't very impressed with. And I think that's what like people usually think of when they see that. They usually think of something that doesn't have a lot of content and basically isn't worth the money, because that's almost $20, Tinkertown, and it has nearly no content. I mean, it's like bare bones.
I thought
boss.
you were playing it for a while, right?
I did, yeah. It's fun. The graphic style is amazing, but it just doesn't have enough to warrant almost $20. A $20 purchase for something like that. But Valheim is just insane.
I know.
I feel like a lot of developers will just make a proof of concept and push it out in early access. And if people like it, they'll run with it. But if not, then they take a lot slower to develop it.
And the other thing is, if they don't like it, then they pull the card. It's an early access, so you paid for what you get or whatever. That whole thing.
Didn't Valheim reach over 5 million?
4 million. Oh, maybe 5. I don't know. But it hit 4 million for sure.
4 million sales.
Wow, it's kind of blowing up.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah.
It's one of the top games on Steam currently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. I'm gonna check Steam charts.
And I think it's gonna be up there for a long time.
Oh, I bet. Especially as they release new stuff.
Yeah, the what is it? The roadmap that I found.
Oh, shout out to Ricky for letting me borrow his laptop. Mine's like super slow because I need to get a new one. Yeah, the last 24-hour peak was 391,000 players.
That's
Oh, man.
insane. I played it last night.
Almost 500,000 all-time peak.
I know, that's insane.
Yeah, I
That's
was literally
crazy.
playing it last night too. I love the game so much.
Like, what's Terraria?
I don't
All-time
know.
peak?
Yeah.
I thought that was over 1 mil.
This is like
No, it has more than Terraria.
What?
All-time peak. Yeah.
that's huge.
That's massive.
What
I
in
mean,
the
these kind of
world?
numbers are like free game stuff, like Fortnite, or not as much as Fortnite, obviously.
Oh, Kib, you haven't even done any sailing yet in Valheim.
I did with Brian. We went to another island.
Oh, okay.
I did a
Man,
little bit,
that's
but not like
crazy.
the boats.
Yeah,
we were on
yeah.
a raft.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay,
number
okay.
3 on Steam right now, which is crazy because it's so hard to break the top 5. Like
I'm happy about it. I'm so
PUBG?
happy
I know.
that the game is out.
PUBG, like things like Counter-Strike is number 1.
Well, PUBG didn't have like 3 million at one time. Like the top peak or
Something
something
like that.
It was
Wow.
ridiculous.
Destiny isn't even at the top 10, which
Huh.
it usually is.
Did you hear what they did?
That's
They canned old campaigns to force you to buy
no,
new campaigns.
not just old campaigns.
paid campaigns.
No. Not just old campaigns. The campaign for Destiny 2 itself.
Yeah. The main one that used to exist when you first bought the game.
Yeah, like the only
And-
one that was in there.
What was it, the Warmind DLC?
The Warmind and Osiris one. They
Those are
scrapped
paid
all
DLCs.
3 of them. Not
and
anymore.
you can't play them.
The Warmind and Osiris one they gave out for free.
We paid for it,
That's
though.
crazy.
We paid for it,
Yeah.
but
Ugh.
yeah, they're destroying
Let's
their
not
player
get started
base.
on Destiny because we always get on that tangent.
That's crazy, man.
What is Lumberjack's Dynasty and why is it in the trending?
Lumberjacks Dynasty.
I don't
Wait,
know.
is that the that like lumberjack simulator game?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Valheim's number 3. That's crazy.
Lumberjack Simulator.
Lumberjack's
Oh,
Dynasty.
Outriders. I did want to talk about that for a few minutes.
Oh, you can mention that.
Yeah. We're gonna play that when it comes out.
Yeah, it
We're
reminds
gonna
me
play
of
it. I
Which-
played the demo, and I got like 3 hours out of the demo alone.
Does it remind you of what is it? Man, I can't think of the name. The 3-player Dark Souls one that we played.
Remnant.
Yeah, does it remind you
Okay,
of that?
so I have this weird thought. So it reminds me of Remnant mixed with Gears of War, mixed with Destiny,
Oh my.
mixed with what's the other one?
Borderlands, maybe?
Maybe a little bit, but it's third person. So it's like I don't know. So
So it's
basically,
like a mixing pot.
yeah, it's like a mixing pot of everything. It's like you can either get behind cover, it's cover based, or
Mhm.
you can like run and gun.
Oh, so that's where the Gears of War comes in.
Yeah, that's where the
'cause
Gears of War
cover.
comes in. But basically the gist of what the story's about is like Earth is like pretty much destroyed, and you go into like a cryo chamber. And
Yeah.
you're heading to this planet, which is going to be hospitable apparently for the human race to like restart. But once you get there, you finally realize that it's an alien planet and there's like stuff happening there.
Hmm.
And the whole human race is basically crash landed on this planet. And it's like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe.
It
Hmm.
reminds me of that one game you played with Terry Crews as the main character.
Crackdown.
Crackdown.
I think it's better than Crackdown.
It looks like
Hmm.
that, which I wasn't really impressed by the gameplay I saw of that.
Yeah.
Crackdown?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might not be the same game I'm thinking of, but I thought that was hyped up, and then people weren't very satisfied with it.
It was
Yeah.
a Microsoft exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I played it on. I beat it in like 6 hours. It was so short. But that was fun. But Outriders, we're gonna play that when it comes out.
Yeah.
The voice acting and stuff, and the way that the characters are is like really good,
Yeah.
and the story is pretty intriguing. So
Yeah, I'm down to play that. Because we had a lot of fun with Remnant.
yeah, but I feel like this is gonna be better than Remnant.
Yeah.
Like we had fun with Remnant, but I feel like this is like the game that we were looking
Yeah.
for, like the co-op game that we were looking for.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, another thing is, something else that you get with early access games is, even if you aren't like really satisfied with how it is like at its current state, you do have like a roadmap to look forward to.
And the hope that it will get better.
Yeah,
And
but
not just be like what was that one survival game, kind of like Rust, where the developers just kind
Hurt
of abandoned
World?
it. Hurt World. Yeah.
oh
man.
yeah,
We were excited about that.
I'm hungry, or I need
I need
to
to
eat. I need to eat.
That game was weird. I mean, it was fun when we played it, but
It was,
they abandoned it.
Mm-hmm.
but Valheim has such a good start and such a good base that it's like exemplified.
You might have already said it, but it reminds me of the first time I played The Forest and how
Somewhat.
polished it was.
Yeah.
There was just a polish in The Forest that other survival games didn't have
Mhm.
for early access.
Yeah,
I feel
Kind of
like,
like Subnautica a little bit too. You never
Yes.
played
No,
that.
I've never played it. No,
you need to. It's one of those games you need to play.
It's multiplayer now.
There's so
Yeah,
many. Oh,
sure.
really?
With a mod.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
But basically, like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Subnautica.
No, I
Related?
was gonna say Valheim. Oh yeah. Okay, so for Valheim, I feel like anything they add in the future is gonna be, as long as they don't change the way the game feels right now. If they just add stuff, it's just
Mm.
gonna be better and better and better
Yeah.
as from its current state. Like if it's already good, but if it's like in a year or two they add so much stuff,
It's gonna be crazy.
it's
I
gonna be insane. And
I
they,
think it has the potential of like being on the scale of like Minecraft and stuff,
oh
like
definitely.
legendary almost.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Just how good the start is already.
I know.
I also mentioned in my review video that I didn't know of any other Viking game besides Valhalla that was actually good.
Did you play that?
Well, there's
No.
Northgard.
I heard it was good.
Ricky, did you play that? Yeah.
Valhalla,
Did
yeah.
you beat it?
Oh, it's huge.
Oh no, I was talking to
Like hundreds of
Mr. Ron
hours.
about it.
Oh, did he beat it?
He's like 60 hours in, and he's like halfway through the story.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. 50?
Jaden
Well, I mean,
beat it?
he probably is doing all the side quests first.
Wait, Jaden beat it?
Jaden?
Wait, who?
Jaden?
No, if you just do the story missions, you could beat it quickly.
Yeah.
But if you want to experience everything else it has to offer, it's hundreds of hours.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Same with Odyssey.
I think I had,
I had,
like
like-
80 hours.
I had like 90, and
Wow.
I beat the story, and I was like halfway through like the what is it? The Atlantis DLC, which is
Oh, yeah.
good.
Open world
so
games
good.
like that scare me. They don't scare me, but it's like once you get started and if you start doing side quests, like you can play that forever. Not ever, but yeah.
That's a little different.
It's a
though.
little
I
different.
might like for Red Dead, I might like stick with the main story and do a couple side quests.
Yeah.
But I'm not like
well, yeah.
yeah.
How many times has Keenan beaten that game?
2.
Oh, I thought this is his third time
He
playing.
plays it a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does, yeah. He just got to that one part last night.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't know.
Yeah.
Stop trying to pretend.
No, I don't want to spoil it.
We do want to
Lenny.
do a podcast on it. Lenny.
I only
love
know
it.
that part.
That's the only part you know.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
that
not,
part?
I'm not
in
very
Red Dead?
far.
No.
No.
How far have you played it? Oh, okay.
You
I don't know, it's a part where you go to the bar and you're all
Everybody-
drunk, and it's
everybody
one of
needs
those
to play
weird
it.
like mind sequences kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I need to start that, and I also need to play the BioShock series.
Yeah, because
As
I got
well
it for
as-
I got the collection.
Well,
Well, Caleb, honestly, for
is-
BioShock,
BioShock's short.
yeah. But if you want, you don't have to play 2 because 2 isn't really part of the story.
yeah.
I mean,
Mr.
it
Ron
is,
likes
but-
It
2 a
is.
lot.
Yeah.
It is, but I like 2 a lot
Mm.
too. But it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
Like 1 and Infinite are linked, and then 2 is like, it's in Rapture, but it's
I personally didn't like Infinite that much.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
You enjoy every
I
game.
enjoy every game. I like.
Like, what's a
games.
game you didn't like?
I can't think of one.
That's what I mean.
Last of Us
I
2.
feel like we need to use.
I
No,
liked
you
it
enjoyed
though.
it. The
I liked
gameplay.
it though.
The story. The story.
No, the story is like.
Yeah, but the gameplay is amazing.
We
I
need
don't
to
know.
use Chug as like the wealth of knowledge, but he's not a good critic. You don't criticize anything really.
yeah.
It's like Sam. What was the game? I don't know. There was a game. Oh no, Battlefront 2. I was talking to Sam about Battlefront 2.
Oh, I can critique Battlefront too.
Yeah, but I was talking to him and I was like I had a lot of fun with it, but you got to admit that the game didn't do too well like in the beginning. Obviously, it's a great game now, but he was like, no, like the game's like great. Or I said Battlefront 1, I think.
Battlefront.
I said like
1,
it had it only
Oh,
had like
yeah.
what 8 maps or something at start. But
Yeah.
not
It was a
before the
disappointment.
DLCs. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a disappointment.
but like
Even
Sam,
though it
like,
was fun, still was disappointing.
Yes.
yeah, I think like Sam is even more of like a yes man in like in terms of games than even you.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I can
Yeah.
critique things. It's just I have to think about it.
Yeah. But I think people forget, like in the case of Battlefront, we were at my cousin's house last week,
Mhm.
and we were talking about Battlefront, and my cousin Patrick was saying, oh, Battlefront 2, the new one, is so much better. Well, I mean, if you think about it in terms of graphics and optimization, yeah.
Yeah.
But you forget that there was like 40 maps or like some crazy number of maps in the old one.
Yeah.
And you could do space battles where you can go into the ships.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
stuff that you can't do in the newer games.
And then he thought about it and he's like,
He's like, oh, yeah, you're right.
yeah, true.
I mean, it would be harder to get that kind of those graphics into like all those maps and stuff
But
like that.
would it though? I mean, dumb down the graphics a little bit and make a bigger game.
Yeah.
Remastered
A
Battlefront 2
remat-
2005.
Yeah. A remaster. Would have
That would be
been
a
way
need that.
remake.
Remake, sorry.
Yeah.
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 They need to do that.
I would love that.
I don't know how we got here.
I don't
What
know.
were we talking about?
Valheim.
Yeah.
No, we're talking
yeah.
about just critiquing games.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, like what are the negatives would you say about Valheim?
Well, I do think that it does take a while to get some of the ores. But that's also a plus because it gives you more hours in it.
I don't
But-
know.
You guys never dealt with ores.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
Well, I have like copper and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
dealt with
yeah,
copper
I've
and
gotten
tin.
You
and-
got
and brass.
bronze
Yeah.
and
or
then you
bronze.
I haven't
Yeah.
gotten bronze.
Okay, because
That's just a combination of tin and copper.
Oh, okay. I got both
But
of
then
those.
there's like iron and there's silver and there's obsidian and there's
No, I haven't gotten to obsidian.
there's like this green ore that's like the
like
end
emerald
game
or something.
type of thing. Yeah, you can only get it from like the fuelings.
Fuelings?
Fuelings?
Why is everything a
Fuelings.
ling? Grayling, fueling.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the Draugrs.
Oh yeah.
Draugrs?
The game reminds me of Skyrim too.
It does.
Which they actually released
Never
their
played it.
inspirations. And one of them was Skyrim. Let me see. I'm
But,
curious.
I don't know. There's a lot to it that you haven't even
Yeah.
seen.
I haven't started. I haven't
Like
really-
Legend of Zelda?
The, what is it? The sea serpents. They're
Oh,
terrifying.
I haven't gotten
They're
attacked by them.
terrifying.
Is that random? A
It's
random thing?
randomized in the ocean
Yeah.
biome. Yeah.
Are they a boss or is it just an
No,
enemy?
it's just an enemy.
And
you
you
can get
said
harpoons on your boat to take them out and stuff like that.
and you said they're like twice as big as your boat.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Even the biggest boat, which I have made.
Him and Brian were
awesome.
sailing in the ocean, and I was doing something else. And Caleb's like, "Oh, it's raining now," and I go, "Oh, you know that rain means it's more likely for a sea serpent to spawn, right?"
And then boom.
it literally spawned right after I said
That's
that,
awesome.
and he started screaming.
It was
It's awesome.
and it's so many different things.
So, first I want to say the music in the game is amazing,
Oh yeah.
especially in the Black Forest.
hmm
But I remember the first time I went to the Black Forest, me and Chug were mining. Okay.
The butt hair giant.
Yes. So I'm sitting there mining with my axe or pickaxe, and my screen starts to shake, and I don't know, because sometimes when you start like you don't clip, but when you start like going
running
on an uphill,
running on an incline.
yeah, your screen starts to shake, or your guy might like kind of like get pulled back or something weird like that. I thought it was that, like maybe I was like messing up on the rock or something.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, this giant like club just like hits me. I turn around. There's this massive blue troll that has hair in his butt and everywhere, like his chest. This guy's like super hairy. He's like 5 times the height of me. He's like the size of a tree.
And they're fast.
Yeah, and I started
I looked
screaming.
over as you were getting attacked by it.
And the bad thing was because I was mining, so all my stamina was gone, so I couldn't run away. And I was just
man.
like walking away. I think I was overcumbered too because of all the
Oh,
copper.
Copper, yeah.
So I was running away, and I just got destroyed by
It
him.
was so funny.
It was terrifying.
That's one negative I would say, is that the only time you die is when you run out of stamina.
yeah.
I
you
feel like
upgrade your stamina.
Huh?
You can upgrade your stamina.
I know you can, but it takes a while. That's what makes the game hard in the beginning, is that you lack stamina. And at night, your stamina regens slower.
Mhm.
I don't think there's enough stamina when you start.
There's
Yeah,
not,
but
no.
JJ, if you if you get a wolf cape or a lux cape, which I have, you don't get cold and your stamina regens normally
Oh, nice.
at night. But what is it? If you eat a certain amount of food, which I do think the food system in this is really cool actually.
He's better than other survival games for sure.
I like how there's no thirst meter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's different. You don't use food for your hunger. You use it for your health
And stamina.
Yeah.
and stamina.
So it technically is hunger, but there's no hunger bar.
yeah.
So as your food goes down, it'll start flashing like in your little food bar, and you have 3 slots. And each of those slots is a different food you can eat. So one you eat like meat from a wild boar.
Yeah.
Another one you eat a berry. And you can't eat 2 of the same kinds of foods.
Yeah, so you can't eat 3 berries and be good.
Yeah.
You actually
have to
you can only eat one
diversify
berry.
your lunch, basically.
And depending on what health points each food gives you, depending on what they give you, I can get over like 250 health right now
Yeah.
with the food I can make now.
Like
With
if you eat like a couple
sausages
different
and-
types of berries, your health will be really low. But if you eat 3 different types of meat, then it's going to be really high.
Yeah.
I knew you couldn't eat like the same. I didn't know that you had to diversify like
Yeah.
the different
Yeah.
types, which is
And-
actually really cool.
You can actually different foods stack with each other. So like let's say you get 3 different types of meat. That's going to give you probably where you're at the best type of thing. So you want to get a fishing pole, go fishing for some fish,
Yeah.
get some of the tails from those like necks,
Mm-hmm.
and then get some like deer meat and then mix those together.
You create like a little stew kind of thing
Yeah.
just by eating 3
Oh,
of
in the
them.
pot.
But you can do the pot stuff too.
You have to get a cauldron, which takes bronze and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
cool.
you can make
Mm.
elixirs and like stuff that keeps
Health
you warm.
potions,
Yeah.
frost
Huh.
potions, poison resistance potions.
What level of stamina are you at this point?
I think I'm at like run 47.
Can't you upgrade it to 100?
You can't. Okay, so your stamina is whatever your health is at. But your run is how much stamina that running or like whatever you're doing takes from you.
So is like fighting too.
Yeah. So the more you do things, the less stamina it'll take. So it depends on, so like if you upgrade running, whenever you run, the higher your run level, the less stamina running will take.
What's the highest run level?
The highest is 100.
That must take forever to get there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I like
but I've died multiple times and you lose points when you die.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like how they there's a little bit of a punish for it, and also I like how that whole like system works.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because you can level up a lot of things like separately. Isn't there like a separate like pickaxe?
Each type weapon type, each different thing you do has different levels.
I really like that.
It's really cool.
Because it gives you something to do. I remember the first time I swam, I was in the water for like 3 seconds and I drowned.
Yeah, that's a little critique of mine is that you died way too fast in water.
Yeah, that was so odd. So I just went in this little pool and swam around and built it up.
Yeah, that's why going in the boat is terrifying, especially if you're in the ocean.
One time Brian and I sailed up on the dinky raft to like a little island in the middle, and something happened where I glitched off the raft into the middle of the water. And so my stamina was about to run out and I was going to die. So I exited my game, and the way characters work in this is you can bring them to other worlds and keep your stats.
It's like
items.
Terraria.
Yeah. So I left that world, went into my own world, regen my stamina, and came back, and then swam to the boat.
I remember when that happened. All I heard was like screaming, and Brian's like, "Get on the ladder!"
Yeah, and I didn't know there was a ladder on the back, so I was trying to jump onto the boat.
That's
Imagine
awesome.
a serpent came at that point.
That was horrible.
You would have been
either
dead.
of you died from a serpent?
I haven't.
No.
When you and Brian were playing, Brian and Ben, the troll got into the water and was swimming to the
That
raft.
was terrifying. And the boat wasn't going because the wind wasn't aimed at the sail.
And you just see his giant head coming closer to the raft.
Those guys are scary.
Yeah. He has 2 of them mounted on his bed or on the walls next to his bed.
I decreased it to 1 because the bed I made was massive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to know what the guy who modeled that was thinking when they added the hair.
He was probably laughing.
Like,
he was
there's
probably
hair like
around.
Like he had like short little hair at first, and the developer comes by, he's like, needs more butt hair.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
Like it's like dragging on the ground along.
Yeah.
It's
so
Rapunzel.
funny.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are scary.
Oh, the worlds aren't they're procedurally generated.
Yeah.
But there's what is it? Everything isn't procedurally generated. Like there's like specific islands, and the islands are generated in different locations.
Oh, okay.
And the bosses arenas are placed in random spots. So like there's specific islands that go in random areas of the map. So they
developed
just
like
developed islands. Yes.
You know, that's the way Spelunky works.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you played of Spelunky, but they basically take like this big grid, and each grid there's like it's divided by little squares.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need to play some 3-player Spelunky.
We do, yeah. But each grid has little blocks made, and basically what it does first is it creates a path to the exit, and then it places random blocks to kind of like throw you off the trail a little bit, and then they add random enemies here and there. So it makes it so there's always a clear path to the exit.
Huh.
So it is procedurally generated, but in a planned way that makes every level feel
different.
It feels fair.
That's how Valheim is.
So wait, there's always like a clean path straight to the exit, but you get caught up on like...
But every world is different.
Huh.
It's a pretty ingenious tactic. I was watching a whole video. I don't know how I started, but on like the game design behind Spelunky.
Yeah.
And it's pretty impressive.
I don't know. I like the way that they did Valheim. I wonder if they might change it in the future, but if they keep it like this,
well, they're adding new biomes, so they have to.
True.
What's weird is isn't the game under a gig or something?
It's around a gigabyte.
Yeah, that's tiny.
The map's huge.
Yeah, considering how big the game is, I think that's due to the graphics and everything, which I prefer. I prefer graphics like that.
I love the pixel.
Yeah,
graphics there.
I like that. And like I said, like the sun particles and stuff like that, it looks great. Like I don't know,
it
the
runs great
combination.
too.
Yeah.
What is it? The portal system.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about portals.
It's really
I haven't gotten
cool.
to
They're
that.
easy to make too.
Yeah, it's like 2 Surtling cores and a bunch of eyes.
I don't know what that is either.
You
Oh,
have
okay,
to go
okay.
into the crypts or like the what are they called? Burial chambers.
Burial chambers.
I've been in one of them before.
Yeah.
You can find these little hot cubes called Surtling cores,
Mm-hmm.
and you use those to make smelters, charcoal makers,
Oh, okay.
different things
Yeah,
like that.
Brian took me in there. And
Yeah.
he got all the loot.
Oh, you
He
stole
waited in
it?
the back, and I was like fighting everyone. And then once they were like low, he come in and hit him once, and then grab the loot. Yeah.
No, but how the portal system works is you can name the portals,
Mhm.
and what you do is you name a portal one thing, you go to another area, name that portal the same thing you named that one, and they're connected.
Oh, okay.
But there's only certain things you can take through. You can't take through metals. You can't take through like dragon eggs. You can't take through different things like that. So you actually initially have to go and put it on your boat and sail
Yeah.
all the way back to your base.
Which
for it.
that's actually really good because if that wasn't the case, you'd be able to just put a portal down, bring all your encumbered weight with metals into the portal, and be good.
Yeah.
It actually forces you to use ships. And
Mhm.
it doesn't make ships obsolete. So it's
That's
a
really
really
cool.
good balancing tweak they made there.
Yeah. I haven't gotten into portals, but yeah.
You should
I would
you should
agree
see
with
my
that.
portal room. I have like
I think you showed me the other
I-
day, right?
I have about 8 or 9
Oh,
different
never
portals.
mind. It wasn't that big.
I had like 2.
He has
Yeah.
like a little compound with a wall around it, and it's all stone on the ground and
I have
stuff.
a blacksmith shop. I finally got the artesian table,
What is that? do?
Artesian or is it artisan?
artisan table.
I don't
Whatever. You have to defeat the 4th boss for it.
What does that do? The table.
It gives you it lets you craft the end game gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that's before any of the updates or whatever, right? Because they're gonna add more
That's
stuff.
end game for what's in
What
the
it
game
is now.
now.
I mean, the game already has like 50, 60 hours of content just getting to the final boss.
I haven't
Yeah.
even found the final boss yet. I need to explore the plains.
You haven't even found the trader yet.
I did actually.
did?
I
There's a
did find
trader?
him.
Yeah, he's in a black forest somewhere around the world.
That's really cool.
And you can get a belt that increases your carry weight from 300 to 450. Super helpful.
Wow.
Super helpful.
And the weapon variety, though, it's so good. There are maces, swords, battle axes, spears, clubs,
Bows.
multiple types of bows.
Yeah, you need to get on
I know. I
when
do.
when I
do,
play
yeah.
sometime.
Yeah.
But we can show you everything that they've added and stuff.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I just have to say desk.
Oh,
them.
you keep getting
Hate
killed by
them.
those
What?
Hate them.
death skeetos.
Worst enemy in the game.
Oh, I haven't encountered those yet. Those are in the swamp, right?
Plains. The plains are
Plains.
like this is the hardest biome.
Is there a snow biome?
There is.
Oh, okay.
The mountains. That's where you fight the
Is
fourth
it
boss.
dangerous?
Not as dangerous as the plains.
The
That's
plains
the
is the main
most?
biome you start at.
What's the most dangerous? Or
The plains.
dangerous?
The
Oh, okay.
plains. The meadows are where you spawn.
Really?
Yeah, the plains is the hardest biome because there's like the fuelings, there's the death skeetos, there's
Oh wait,
the
is there
goblins.
different music for each?
Yeah,
There is,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
And
I've only
for-
heard Black Forest.
there's
It's so cool.
There's probably my
dark.
favorite music is the sailing music.
Oh, yeah.
There's music that plays when you're in a ship and you're actually like
I've been in a raft.
I
Does
don't know if it plays in the
Oh,
raft.
okay.
It does.
It does it? I'm not sure.
When you get to the ocean biome, it starts playing.
Oh, okay, I see.
Or at least you start sailing. Like, away
Imagine
from
they
land.
add like some sort of like breathing ocean or not breathing potion. And then-
Underwater biomes?
Yeah, that would be really cool.
like an Atlantis kind of thing.
Yeah, and you have to like you have to be careful about like the serpents and stuff like that.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that certain enemies start spawning after you beat bosses.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like the Grey Dwarfs start spawning in the plains after you beat the first boss.
Meadows, you mean?
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
Meadows, yeah.
Are those the ones with the green eyes?
The base ones are Greylings,
Yeah.
and then the Grey Dwarfs are like the next tier up.
Oh, the bigger ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you can get the Dreydwarf eyes. So you have to defeat the first boss to get the portals.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Which one's
Yeah.
the Elder?
That's the second.
Oh, because the Grey Dwarf Brute only spawns after you beat the second boss.
I beat the second boss.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
the
know.
brute?
Yeah, which I find is... Oh, that's in the meadows. Never mind. It only spawns in the meadows after beating the second
because
boss.
I saw one in the Black Forest.
Yeah, they're in the Black
Yeah.
Forest, but they go to different biomes once you beat certain things.
How about the trolls? Do they ever go in the meadows?
No,
Oh.
but I did get attacked by 2 trolls at my base.
Oh.
Because I'm on like day like 60 something.
Oh yeah, isn't there like a raid system or whatever?
There is, and
You get
then
invaded at night.
yeah, but you have to defeat the a certain like if you get raided by certain things, you defeat a boss. You don't get raided by those things anymore.
Yeah.
But I've yet to get raided by Fuelings, which is gonna be terrible.
By
Because
what?
Fuelings are hard.
Fuelings?
Yeah,
What are they? Fire ones?
they're like little mini goblins, but even with endgame, like I have some really good stuff. Like I have like that mace with like the needles on it.
Oh yeah, that thing looks cool.
Oh man, that was weird. Like I have to. It kills them in 3 hits, but even in 3 hits, these things hit you twice and you're dead.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
I would be really interested in seeing like a PvP server.
Yeah.
Like a part of the charm is like you and your friends against the world, but I think PvP would be really interesting because like I wonder how the rating would work out.
You need to grind though to get that
What,
for
like
a PvP
raiding?
server, because you need to grind to even.
I mean, not really.
you need to grind to get to stone, which wood is probably super easy to get into.
But imagine like
Yeah.
imagine being able to put oh wait, I don't know if that's Viking. I was gonna say cannons.
I put down a thing in my
No,
base.
you get
that,
harpoons.
you actually have to activate. Nobody can like open the doors or anything. You actually have to activate yourself on it, kind of like a tool cupboard,
Oh, okay.
which is pretty cool.
But imagine like
Abyssal harpoon.
yeah, like imagine like sailing to like their base, attacking them from the water, then like people going in, swimming in, and like attacking. and, like,
Yeah,
killing.
that'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
awesome. I think that'd be really fun.
There's a seed which you can put seeds in for different worlds.
Mhm.
There's a seed that has 4 of the main bosses on one island,
That's crazy.
Wow.
and then the other one's like a little like maybe an island away. So you
How
can,
do they find that out? Like a generator or something?
They just go into different worlds and then explore. Don't build a base there, but like find the good seeds and post it online.
Because I know Rust has this like website or whatever where you can see they have like all their seeds, but you can see a map for each one. So like you can kind of like if you
They might eventually have that. I don't know if they do
yeah,
for Valheim.
You can run a dedicated server for it too.
Oh, you can, yeah.
for free, right? On just on the Steam or whatever.
Yeah, you can for pretty much any game, really. But you have to leave your PC on all the time.
Huh.
But you could probably like put it on Amazon AWS or something like that
Mhm.
and have it run all the time for cheap.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
We should
Kinda wanna set one up.
eventually
I was gonna say yeah for Cubold.
start
Yeah.
like a PvP server or something.
Maybe I'll swap the Minecraft one I have to Valheim.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone plays it.
I paused the SCP one because we haven't played it in a long time, and it was
Yeah.
like $20 a month, and I was like,
People ask to play on it, but I don't know how many people do.
yeah, I don't know. It's like on and off.
I would rather do a Valheim server,
I would be
Yeah,
down to
same.
do that.
PvP server.
Well,
that would be fun.
The thing is, we'd all have to make new characters for that.
Yeah,
So
that's not a big deal
yeah.
though.
yeah, it's not a big deal.
I don't know how many of our subscribers would like join in because it is like $20.
Anyone who wants to though.
Anyone who's listening can.
Yeah, or watching,
Yes.
Yeah, we're watching.
because I'm sure we're gonna have new people watching.
Yeah.
We should do a giveaway for like a copy of Valheim.
Don't
That'd
say
be
that,
cool.
or else people will be asking for it.
Oh,
It's an option, but I mean,
it is an option, but
the next like
it'll give more people
Yeah.
the chance to.
I
join
want
the
to do if we
server.
were to do a giveaway, we need to keep it like in our Discord or whatever because I feel like a lot of people if you put a video out there, they'll only subscribe just for that.
and then they expect it.
Yeah.
They expect more giveaways. When's the next
we
giveaway?
we don't do them very often. We only did like one. Right.
I'm looking at Ricky. I won't say it.
Oh.
He has his experience with giveaways.
Oh yeah,
No,
we
but
won't get into that.
no, but yeah, we got to keep it like with subs that have been or like that are in our Discord, so you know they're like
Who are
they're
active.
invested. Yeah,
Yeah, who are active.
yeah, for sure.
I gave away Terraria just for fun. Like I kind of like casually made a comment about it before
Yeah.
Christmas. I was like, I'm gonna do this as a Christmas present.
We
for
could just
people.
put it in the announcements section.
I don't want to do
on
them that often
Discord.
though.
Well, if we do, but we put it in the announcement section and don't actually say anything on the YouTube
Yeah, that's true.
for
Yeah.
only the Discord people.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, people were asking when the next one is. If we were to do one, it would either be it'd have to be like 10, like when we hit 10K. 5K is just. I mean, no, it's great, but it's like I don't know. I don't want to do it frequently. You know?
Yeah,
yeah,
10K the next one.
or
Nice.
not even at all. Not that we don't care. It's just like
we have
we're
20 iPhone 7s. We're gonna all give them away.
what is it like, Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
iPhone. Yeah, wait, hold on, wait. iPhone 7. Whoa. No one's gonna want that.
I
We
want
have
iPhone
20
7.
iPhone 4s. It's like
Original iPhones.
Well, hey, those are worth something now. Like new
Oh, yeah.
box.
Oh my goodness.
But why are they worth something though?
I don't know.
Nostalgia?
I guess I don't know.
Who would want
Collectors? Collectors?
They're what? Yeah, like those old
Ugh.
Nokia phones.
Yeah.
I love the iPhone 7.
Nokia memes. Yeah.
It's awesome. We have 20 BlackBerry those ones that have like the
Flip
Phones.
you guys remember those ones that would like
keyboard ones.
Yeah.
The flip open the keyboard.
I think yeah.
I thought those were the coolest thing.
Yeah, my parents had one I think and they gave it to me at some point.
Yeah.
And I thought
they
it was, like,
gave me an
so
old phone
cool.
too, and I thought it was the coolest person
Yeah,
ever.
like the flip phone with those like little games on them.
Yeah, I used to sit in bed and play those
yeah.
little games.
Wow, we were
They were
cool
like
then.
there are knockoffs of other knockoff games.
I think that when I had one of those, I think I was at my peak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
iPhone 7.
I mean, hey,
I don't
hey.
know. With 20, that'd be what?
that'd be like a couple
Ugh.
thousand at least.
But who would want that though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I mean, hey,
I'm
Jen's
sure
old
people
as
would
that.
want them.
People
To
would still
sell them, yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a free
Yeah.
just to sell.
Sell
Yeah,
them
true.
or like maybe like some people. I mean, some of our like viewers are kind of young, so they may not have anything.
That's true, but there's no service on it, so
No.
we didn't care when we were younger,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
and that was weird. Now everyone has a cell phone.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I know. Even like 8-year-olds
Yeah,
have like cell
kinda
phones.
which I
crazy.
don't get that. I mean, unless they're going to be away from their parents or something. But is there
Yeah.
really a need for you to have one all the time?
I mean, I can see that. I knew of a like when I went to Juilliard, there was like some really young kids there that were like 7, and their
Mm.
parents gave them a phone because they're not gonna stay there like all day, and
Yeah.
they would have to take the bus home or like the train, so like they needed a phone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's at the point now where like every
it's just
every
second
kid,
nature to just give your
Kids
kid
born
a phone.
with a cell phone.
Yeah,
What's that? What's during COVID?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's true, yeah.
True. I mean, they all have consoles. They can just talk to them through that.
yeah,
Scream at them over Xbox Live.
Yes.
yeah. What about the roadmap for
Oh,
this
yeah.
year?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really say much.
Yeah, you said
Which,
like
update 2, it says Cult of the Wolf.
new boss, you think?
No, I'm feeling like that's villages, like people you can see.
That'll probably be a new boss, like a wolf boss.
Cult of the Wolf. I
Ooh,
mean,
what
maybe
if it's like
They worship a
yeah.
wolf boss.
What if you have to like you encounter them and you have to fight them or whatever?
That'd be cool.
because
That would be
there's
so
there's
cool.
the Fuelings. They actually have villages in the
Really?
plains. Yeah, that's where you get flax, so you can make linen.
Hmm.
That's like late game stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like these trolls, not as big as the blue ones, but there's like these green ones, like with like these giant clubs, kind of like a medium sized one.
Yeah.
And then they have like those, and then the Fuelings, and then the Deskitos, and then there's like these villages with a ton of loot in it.
Yeah.
So
That would be really cool. A
maybe
cult?
a
That
new
would be-
biome with a new enemy type.
That'd
Cult
be
of the
cool.
Wolf. That'd be kind of cool.
Ships
Yeah.
in the sea is
Wait,
next.
Cult of the. Oh, it would be in the mountains
You
because
think?
there's wolves in
Oh,
the mountains.
yes.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
A mountain village kind of thing.
Yeah, because it says new biome Mistlands, which
Oh
that
yeah.
looks cool.
That's yeah. I wonder
Mm.
about ships in the sea. Maybe they'll add new types of ships.
Yeah.
Maybe more
Maybe more
sea monsters
sea
or whatever.
creatures.
Maybe like
yeah.
fire shooting weapons.
That
They
would
can
be awesome.
Fight other ships.
That would help
Yeah.
the PvP aspect as well.
Yeah.
Um
They're gonna improve multiplayer interactions too. That's on the roadmap.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's if Odin wills it though.
I'm sure they're going to.
Odin
This,
wills it.
yeah.
4 million downloads. I'm pretty sure
Combat
that's Odin willing it
improvements,
right there.
Moon
Yeah, yeah.
phases, tar pits, vendor inventory expansion, which is cool.
That would be cool.
Svaltar for
What?
brigands.
What?
Svartarf brigands.
more unique locations, maybe like
Sandbox mode?
some new like
Yeah, that'd be cool.
houses.
Mhm.
Because there's the buildings are already amazing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have more control than other building games.
Mhm.
Like in Rust, it's very straightforward. Like you snap this here. If it's too far in the ground, you can't place it. But Valheim, there's no limits. Like you can place it in the ground if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that gives you more ability to actually like build creative structures.
Like the wall of stone that I made around my base.
oh yeah,
It's I tried to make it as perfect as possible, but it's
There's
so
always gonna
hard.
be that one point.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
well you can flatten out the terrain and stuff too.
With your
Mhm.
pickaxe and stuff. It's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Or with a hoe, you can kind of smooth
Well,
things
yeah,
out.
but the pickaxe is better doing that.
Well, no, you use a combination of both. Like you make a hole in the ground and then you smooth it out with the hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big issue that I have with the building in Rust is there's so many times where you have to get such a flat like area because if you don't, there'll be a point where like one corner of the house like you can't build there and then you have to like make the house uneven or like a weird shape.
Yeah.
When I first started playing, I thought the building was kind of wonky, but I realized it's actually more versatile than Rust is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the stuff they give you, I feel like I need to make something Viking-esque
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you're doing it. Like you need to make the houses where it's kind of
triangle
like, the
houses
triangle
there.
houses and like the different like in the mountain type of stuff.
Can
yeah.
you
And
build
every
with
building feels
stone?
cozy.
What?
Can you build with stone yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he can at least.
Yeah.
You
Like,
can build
it's
like
so
a
cool.
castle?
You can, yeah.
I saw some crazy things people built. It's awesome.
Does it take a lot of resources? Like a ton
No.
oh, really?
One giant block that's like remember like the regular square block
Yeah.
of wood? Basically it's like two of those and then maybe like one of those boxes. So if you take one here, one here, one here, and you do it in like a kind of a rectangular fashion, that's how big one of the stone blocks are.
Mhm.
Oh wow,
And it takes 6 stone to put that up.
that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
6 stone.
It's easy
that's
to
it.
get stacks
It's
of
super
stone.
super easy to build with stone.
Is it easier to build with stone than wood?
When you unlock it, yeah.
That's what I
Probably
mean, yeah.
because there's so much stone everywhere.
I always throw it out when I'm mining ores.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it gets so heavy. You
Mhm.
get overcumbered. Super
It's so
fast.
weird when you're encumbered. Your
Yeah.
character looks down and he starts sweating and you just walk really slowly
And your
looking
shoulders
down.
are like straight down.
Yeah.
So
You're
funny.
like,
It's
it's
so odd
weird.
looking, but it's
Yeah.
funny.
Which I do see moon phases,
That'll be
Which
interesting.
moon
which
phases?
might
Werewolves?
actually make like different things happen. Like
Oh, that'd
maybe
be
a blood
cool.
moon,
yeah.
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like from Terraria.
Maybe
like
full
when
moon
this-
is werewolves or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cult of the Wolf,
That'd be
like
terrifying.
combination.
Oh, the people turn into werewolves on that night.
Yeah, that'd
And
be
there's
cool.
like a specific like maybe an item that they have only on that day.
It'd be cool if you can only fight the boss on the full moon.
That would be
Hmm.
cool.
Like
You have to
stuff
plan
like
it
that.
out.
Yeah.
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 What's the last thing? Moonin?
Moonin? It's probably a new boss.
Hmm.
They said new bosses and mini bosses.
Wait.
Mini
Oh.
bosses?
Yeah.
Kind of like the trolls.
Yeah. Because they're the huge troll caves you can go in. And those guys are pretty decently hard on their own.
You guys know when the first one is? I mean, I know it doesn't say a date here.
Well, it might be quarter 1, quarter 2.
Oh, okay.
It might possibly be like
oh,
that.
and then quarter 4 for the last one.
Quarter
then.
4.
But
But
then they have everything
actually,
under that.
they could do it more recent. They could come out with stuff like
Yeah, I'm sure
very-
they're working
fairly
hard
quickly.
right now.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
since how
they're probably
how-
hiring more people
Yeah,
with the amount of money they make.
They
from
probably
this
have a
game.
huge company now.
It's ridiculous.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, after the cut and taxes and stuff, they still made several million.
I know.
Yeah,
Who knows how big their studio was before?
This
I
is
think-
their first
wasn't it a
game, right?
Small, like a couple guys leading it up.
I think so, something like that.
Let me see some of the top numbers. Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's insane. I can't believe that it peaked at that much, almost 500,000 players. That is
I know.
crazy.
I can't wait to see like where it's gonna go though. Like at the end when it comes out of early access, they're probably not even gonna be finished with it then. But like when it comes out of early access, I wonder how much stuff they're gonna have.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Whose phone was that?
I think
That
it was
was
mine.
not mine.
Maybe. I think so. Sorry.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's well worth the money. Like
Yeah.
if you like any
legit.
survival game, you're gonna love this one.
Yeah. I only have like maybe what? What do you think? Like 15?
18 or something.
Yeah, like
like
some
that?
like not that many hours in it, but like
Even if
even
you
talking
get-
about it now, I'm eager to play it again.
If you get 20 hours out of it, you make your money back.
I like how we say only 15 hours.
yeah,
Yet there's a lot of single player games that are like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the
That are
medium that we're gonna play.
$60. Yeah,
Yeah, $60. It's insane.
yeah. Poor Chug. We were gonna do a podcast on Medium today, but
No, it was gonna be last
oh,
podcast.
you're right. It was gonna be last
Yeah.
time,
And
we did
then
a
Little
podcast.
Nightmares 2 came out, and then we did that.
and then we're gonna do it this time, but then me and Jay both didn't play it.
Because we were playing Valheim more than the medium.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
it would have been like one of those days where me and Jay both finished it in like the same day. Like
Yeah.
It's gonna be
6
literally a
hours.
month before
we wanted to
we do
actually
a
enjoy it.
podcast. The
Yeah.
medium?
Like
I
when,
didn't-
when I played Resident Evil 7, I crammed the entire game into
Yeah.
one session.
Yeah.
Wait,
true.
7?
No, sorry, 2 remake.
Two,
Two,
yeah.
two.
Yeah. It was a fun game, but it was more frustrating because I was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So yeah, any closing thoughts?
No, that's it. I think so. I
I
mean,
think we're all good.
it's weird saying that's it because the game has so much, but
I know.
Well, I mean,
It's
as
really-
of right now, that's it.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that our Forest podcast was like 45 minutes.
yeah, that is weird. Forest is like such a good game. Oh,
We probably had
Forest
more to
2.
say about it. Yeah, Forest 2.
Oh man, I can't
We're
wait.
gonna play that.
Oh,
We're
for
gonna-
yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Same with you, Ricky. You're gonna
Yeah,
play that. Yeah.
We got to get
We're
a
all
big
gonna
like
play
server
that.
together and all like play together.
Yes.
and beat it the right way.
Yeah,
Brian.
not speed running it.
Yeah, that ruined
No,
it for Keenan.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
They beat it in a day because Brian
He
knew
never got
exactly
to
what to
experience.
do.
They
I
never
know.
beat it though. They got stuck.
Oh, because they didn't have the key card.
Yeah.
He's like, no. Brian probably told him.
Was that?
You did. No.
No, we didn't.
No.
No, we did jump down the sinkhole with
Oh,
turtle
I don't know if
shells.
that's cheating. I mean,
It's not
maybe
really.
like a little exploit, like a little like.
But we had like 50 hours in it, so it's not like we didn't get our money's worth.
Yeah, and we did go back, didn't we? The right
we
way.
did, yeah.
So
We beat it multiple times.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think Brian told Keenan that there was the lab that they were gonna go to, and that
Aw,
kind of
man.
ruined it because that
Yeah.
was like the. Oh wait, did I just say that on the stream?
I don't know.
We gotta bleep it out.
Well, okay.
Bleep.
Well, he told him. Okay, let's scrap that piece. He told him a vital piece of information.
Well, it's not that like. I don't
It's
think
kind of like you get down there and you're like,
Yeah. Well.
It's one of the coolest parts.
it's really
Yeah.
Find it,
cool.
but-
So it's kind of a major.
You might let's
spoiler.
like silence it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for sticking with us through all the little issues we have. We plan to get a lot better. We plan to have Ricky with an actual chair and switching things for us. So just bear with us during this process as we're learning, and you can learn along with us, I guess. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Wait, did the battery just die? What does that say?
I think it might have.
It just
Oh,
stopped.
of course it did. So the camera just died on us. Exactly what I was saying about the little hiccups. So thank you for listening to CuboldCast and watching. We'll see you in the next episode.